Hello everybody, this is Nerdy Geeky and we're back for another episode in MINEGLADE, and this wasn't actually going to be my intro to this episode, but something came along and I couldn't resist. I needed to do this. So while I was resource gathering, I decided to try and kill some phantoms, because the phantom membrane is great for making things like slowfall potions, which I want to take along when we kill the ender dragon. So I've been sort of saving them up, and every so often, if I do a big mining session and come out and I've been awake for long enough, then I'll try and just sort of farm a few membranes here and there. Oh, fresh chicken. So what happened is that we got a very rare, I don't know if you can hear it. There it is. We got a very rare zombie villager spawn, and I decided to take the chance, and I put him up into here, the zombie, so he wouldn't burn in the night. I got a name tag out, and I named him, and then we got our last and only splash potion of weakness and gave him a golden apple. Now, unfortunately, because I had to do this very, very quickly, I didn't have time to get the recording started and get my microphone set up and all that. So I did that off screen, but I wanted to do this on screen because it's really interesting. We have ourselves a villager. His name is Reggie. Yes, they're always purple coats when they're zombie villagers, as far as I know anyway. His trade's alright for rotten flesh, but we're getting a lot of that now from our XP farm. What I want to do is I want to get a minecart to go underneath him. I want to get him in the minecart and then take him all the way over this way and into this area. Nematodus was going to put animals in this area, but I sort of just want to protect him, and this area's already fenced off. So it's a really good area just to stick him in for now. We may even, I'm not sure, I think he needs another one to breed with, so we probably won't get baby villagers, but we may at least have a villager to trade with while we're here. So let's get started on this. I've never done this before. I do not know if this is going to go well or not. I'm thinking not. Anyway, so what I want to do is not let him out, because that's going to make things so much harder. So let's put him here. Let's put this here. There we go. I'm hoping this just shoots down and goes and just picks him up, and then I can just push it onto this rail here. I suppose. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay, that should make this a lot easier. So let's just put this on here. Okie dokie. I don't want to let him out. Yes. Okay. Okay, we hurt him a little bit, but he's on his way. He's on his way. He's. Oh, they always look so. I don't know. They always look really sad in the minecarts. This has gone all the way by itself. I did not think it would. I did not think it would. Yeah. By the way, we're slowly filling up Nematodus' base with chickens. That's fantastic. That went way smoother than I expected. Okay, let's just move them over here. Let's get rid of this. Let's put the fence post in. Now I checked, and they're not supposed to be able to use fence gates. I hope that's still the case. And I've tried to light this place up. I try to do like the sort of haphazard look of the lighting. It looks alright for now. I don't think Nematodus is really going to bother. But yeah, this guy's here. He's in. He's in. So let's get rid of. Let's just make sure he can't get out by climbing on anything. No. No. And over here. Yeah, I don't think he can get out, and I certainly don't think anything can come in unless it falls off the roof. Yeah, unless it falls off the roof. But then it shouldn't be able to get through the door. I haven't seen anything spawn on the roof every time I've been here, so I think we might be okay for that. I tried to make the roofs half tiles, so nothing should spawn on there, and wherever it's not half tiles, has a light in, so we should be right. So let's take him out of this. Okay, Reggie, you can. This is your new home, Reggie. Just go in your new home, Reggie. Go on, go on. We'll leave him here. He should be alright now. Oh. Shut this. I wanted to do that for ages. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I wanted to do that for ages. And I wanted to do that. Okay, so we've got ourselves a villager. I don't know what's going to happen. We really need one more so he can start breeding. But I think I'm just going to take up all this track and take it back. Again, I probably mention this every time I use track, but I actually have not made a single piece of regular track. I've gotten it all from those mine shafts underneath my base, or underneath my house, I should say. It's not going to be my base. We'll tidy all this up. I, again, don't really know what you want to see on camera, whether you want me just to do this off screen or not. I do a lot of my, well, I do pretty much all of my resource gathering off screen, and I've been doing some more things off screen that I will talk about later. Because that's for the rest of the episode, basically. I tell you what, I'm going to clean up all this, and then I'm going to do the thing that I really wanted to do for the actual start of the episode. Okay, folks, this is actually what I wanted to do for the start of this episode. It's mid-January, gone mid-January, and I think it's about time that we got rid of our Christmas tree. Now, I've taken all the decorations off it because they're really useful items and valuable items, but you know, trees, they don't last forever. Quite frankly, we use a plastic one where I am because we just package it up and use it the next year. But this is a natural tree, and unfortunately it can't stay here forever. So I thought that the only way to get rid of it would be the very ceremonious TNT. Let's see this go. Oh, did I do this right? Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a little anticlimactic, but at the same time, it was very synchronous, and I appreciate that. So, this is all... Oh, wow, I really did nail it. Okay, we just got a stump left. Oh, cool. Oh, I'm going to mop this up, and we can get back on to what we're going to be doing for the rest of the episode. But yeah, that's our Christmas tree gone, folks. I assume this is what everybody does with their trees at the end of Christmas. Right? Hey folks, I have travelled into the middle of nowhere, and you may be wondering why, or you may have figured it out for yourselves. But basically this whole area here is where we're going to build our main base, and the village that I want to go around it. And this is where I'm going to build the main base. Now, I'm still in two minds whether the main base is going to be one or possibly two pyramids. But we're going to make one giant pyramid, basically, first. Because that's going to be at least where I'm going to pack in all of my farms that I want. I don't need absolutely gigantic farms. I want bigger farms than I have back in my starter base, just so we can get materials very, very quickly, and I want more farms. That's why I've kind of been reluctant to build too many farms, like the pumpkin farm, melon farms, and all that, for trading with villagers, and that's why I've kind of been reluctant in putting the time in to get villagers, because there is a village over there, and we can visit it and bring villagers over. I might push the boat out and make an infinite villager spawner, and then just bring villagers into the town. I kind of want villagers into the town anyway to make it feel like a more natural town, and then have an actual trading spot. I like this spot as well because we've got a natural structure here, which is like an oasis well or a desert well or something like that. Apparently they're quite rare. I've only ever seen two playing. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. The only thing I might do, I might just dig down a little bit to make it look more like a well. But yeah, I quite like it. So I'm actually going to light it up a little bit. But basically, this is where we're going to build our pyramid first. Then we'll see where we get after that. I don't think that we'll get the pyramid... Well, I certainly won't get the pyramid built tonight because it's already getting late and I'm tired. But I want the base put down. But I need to level this sand out. I don't know what level I want this sand at, but I already leveled it out once, but I think we need to level it out possibly a couple of times. Maybe if we shave it off from there. Shave it off all around there. Make a natural step down or something like that, because the pyramids are going to be big enough anyway. One or two of them, so it doesn't really need to be like on a hill and then a pyramid. And we can always dig down after that. But this place is great because when you look around, all you see is desert, and that's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want to be able to see any other biome within my field of view. I wanted to be just to see desert if we were in the middle of the desert. The village over there I don't really want to absorb because it's right next to another biome and I don't want to get close to another biome, but there's water in that direction, and we can build things like docks later on, which I really want to do, like a big dock, a really nice looking dock with storage and ships going in and out, maybe even build a ship. So that would be fantastic, because there's probably shipwrecks close to the shore as well that we can sort of highlight and bring into the area. So this is my temporary living quarters for now, and then I've got all the stone. I've got loads more of this stone as well. I'm only going to probably build the base at the moment, but let's dig this place out, and let's see what it looks like and how much space that we've got, and then we'll decide exactly what kind of space I'm going to use for the pyramid that we're going to build. So I'll see you on the other side. Hey folks, we're back and I've leveled the whole area now. I didn't go down, I think, as far as I said I would, because I think this will actually be fine the way it is. I've marked out just a little bit of an area to show you. Just get up to the top here so we can see. So I flattened the whole place out. I added I mostly took away blocks and I added blocks. It took about 20 minutes or so. Not too bad, especially with my shovel, my diamond shovel, but you can see that's getting nailed now. But yeah, these blocks apart here are about 51 blocks apart. And it really doesn't look that big to me. And I don't want to build something to realise I didn't build it big enough, because I'm going to need a lot of space inside. And I've actually cut this down from, in my test world I made one 60 by 60, and in this world I was actually thinking more like 99 by 99. That's too big. That's literally twice this almost. It would take up far too much space. It would be hard to light. I think it would look awful on the inside, because you probably have to just section it off. And I kind of want the bottom part of this pyramid to be completely open, just full of farms, and then maybe have like a central storage system for those farms to go into. And then I want the top section is like my section. That might even be where the nether portal comes out, actually, when I set up a nether portal for this place, because the only one is about 300 blocks in that direction. So yeah, I want this bigger, and I know we're probably gonna have to fill in some more here. I don't mind filling in terrain. It's a grind, but I want to build this properly, and I want this to be magnificent. And at the moment, it's not. And yeah, a little disappointing, actually. You think 51 by 51 blocks, that's a lot. That's a lot of blocks. That's 2,500 blocks inside the, or just over. It's like 2,600, something like that. But yeah, call it about 2,500 blocks. But look at this. It does not take me long to run back and forth between these posts, so I'm definitely going to widen this. I might see what something like... I don't see... Again, I'm not sure what to do for the inside. I think... My instincts tell me to make it an odd number, so we have an absolute centralized point that I will eventually one day put a beacon in. But at the same time, a lot of builds and things like the floor plan that I've got set up for the upper layer, where the nether portal is going to be, where like this kind of like throne room is going to be, the floor will be 12 by 12 tiles, effectively, a 12 by 12 repeating pattern, which means I need an even number, not an odd number. So I think I may jump onto my test world, look at the 60 by 60 again, and I think we might have to settle for 60 by 60, or I may even go a bit further out if I can push it. It's more like 66 by 66, but I think 60 by 60, maybe, I mean, I say 60 by 60, we've got to move one of these like 5 back and one of these like, it does look bigger. It does look bigger. Actually, let's go into the test realm and I will show you how big it is. Okay folks, we're in my test world now, where I actually built this pyramid, which is 60 by 60. I'm also having difficulties with Minecraft at the moment. It just randomly closed itself 3 times in a row. So I'm hoping this stays open long enough that I actually get this recording. And also Audacity decided to just stop recording. So I've had to do this again, which is always fun. But yes, this is 60 by 60, and it looks pretty big, and it is big. That's a regular house next to it, and I kind of want that size discrepancy. I want regular building looks tiny next to this, and then we can make quite a big town around it. So I think 60 by 60 looks quite nice from outside. I'm not sold on the stairs yet. This was more of a prototype than anything else, just a test to see like how I build it, how it would look. But I do like the idea of stairs coming up into, and I might actually close this off altogether and have this as like that nether portal throne room I said about, and also to have this smack bang in the middle of the town, so these stairs kind of go off into a different district, and to separate the districts that way, because I do want to set up districts before we start building. I don't just want to build houses haphazardly like I have on my other survival world. So this is the space we got. Now I'm looking at this space, now I've gone away after I've built it, because when I built it, this place felt really, really big, and now it kind of doesn't. It kind of doesn't. I feel like, you know, you're gonna have your farms, your sugarcane farm, like here, and I might stack it up a little bit. I mean, we got the height. We certainly do have the height. So it's going to be stacked up, and then of course you're going to have something like melon and pumpkin farms. They're quite small. I really want a wheat farm, but I think I'm going to have to make that like further out, because you need a big area for a wheat farm. A big area. You need an area about this size, really, or, you know, really pushing it about 2/3 of this size for a wheat farm. But you can see even lighting this place up was a pain, and I haven't been able to do it perfectly because we're still getting mobs spawn in areas like this. And I don't really want to litter the place with lights. I'll try and make a lighting grid as well as a floor plan. But at the moment, it probably will just be sandstone until I decide what I want. And that's the problem. I haven't been able to decide what I want just yet. But this is the kind of thing that I might want in the middle. But these are big. This isn't even as big as it should be. So this may end up getting buried in the ground, I guess. Sorry, I was wondering what that noise was then. Of course, it's these. But yeah, you can see that I can't click regeneration because I haven't got the 4th floor. So really, this needs like one more all the way around it. That takes up a lot of space. A lot of space where I'd probably want a storage system, which is why I was kind of thinking of building 2 pyramids. Building one pyramid for the entryway with all the farms working, and then maybe a smaller pyramid next to it, you know, kind of a nod to the pyramids of Giza, where you got different sized pyramids, but a pyramid next to it which is much smaller, still quite sizable though, and have it as just a pure storage system. Just I walk in there and all of my chests and all of my stuff is in there. And maybe if I build this 60 by 60, that one will be like 30 by 30. Make it, I'm not going to say half the size, because technically it's not half the area, it's like it's a quarter. It could actually be an eighth. I'm not sure. Instinct says it's a quarter, but yeah, I'm not completely sure. Well, yeah, it'd be a half squared. But anyway, yeah, this isn't a huge amount of space. Let's be honest, this isn't a huge amount of space. But I'm not precluding the idea of multiple pyramids. Sorry, it is so late. I'm having to record this so late because there's so many people in this house these days. And that's probably why my voice sounds a bit off as well, because I think I've also been fighting something recently. It hasn't really set in properly, but I've been fighting something recently. But anyway, I think that if we built a 60 by 60, we could fill it with farms, and then maybe build another one, maybe in a slightly other district or something. Lighting this thing up is going to be a nightmare as well, because it's going to either look crap, or I don't know, maybe it's going to look too bright. But the 4 beacons is something I would like as well, eventually. We're not far off from fighting the Ender Dragon, and once we have, I want to collect as many Wither Skulls as I can, and use, you know, the fountain underneath the dragon, underneath the fountain, to fight the Wither. And we could probably get 4 beacons pretty easily. It's just getting the skulls is the hardest part. This is the kind of build that I was thinking about. This is the kind of house that I'm thinking about. It's simple. It's got doors because I want it for villagers. I may cut down the amount of doors. I will. Oops, I forgot. I'm in creative. I will probably make furniture, at least in most of them, basic furniture, make them look nice on the inside. I probably want to whip a few up first and then get onto the furniture. I like the outside, like the barrel there, and the parabola. Parabola. That does not sound right at all. Parabola is a curve on a graph. I can't remember the name now. The name's completely lost me, and I'm going to remember it as soon as I stop recording. I know I am. It's not parabola. That's a stupid thing to say. But anyway, this. I like this with the signs. They're a bit of a pain to put in. I don't know about the acacia completely, and I don't know if it's going to be like this. I may make it wider and maybe space the acacia out a little bit. Yeah, I think making it wider and spacing the acacia out will actually be better. Maybe. I think there's too much acacia. I think there's way too much acacia. So if I like get rid of that one there, like that, maybe that looks a little bit better, I think. But this is my kind of basic idea. I do want to make different designs. I really like. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm in creative. Yep, in creative. Let's put this back down. Oh, it looks exactly the same. It's fine. Yeah, I really like the trapdoors for the ceilings, for the roofs. I really like the flat roofs as well. I think these look very sandy, very deserty, which is exactly the look I'm going for. I want to make some that are different, like heights and different levels, and then have walkways going between them. So this is, I'm kind of just trying to outline what I want to do to you, so you can understand like what I'm thinking and where I'm going. So you're not sort of lost, just waiting for me to sort of catch you up later on. But I think if we start 60 by 60, we can work with that, and then we could always build more if we really need to. I mean, I guess this is a decent amount of space because I don't need huge farms. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm coming around. So let's get back into the normal world and let's start building. Right, so I've marked out 60 by 60, and this is the kind of area that we're looking at. And I think by the time that we have built this, and it's all the way up, I think it's going to look big. I think it's going to look really big. And I think if we wanted to build a second one, a slightly smaller one for purely storage, which would probably go here, maybe over here, I'd have to really flatten the space out there. Well, I really like there between the mountains, actually. I think that would be fine. So I think if we get started on 60 by 60, I'll lay down just the outer barriers first. And I kind of also want to put, so I forgot to mention this, kind of want to put some like waterways underneath. 60 by 60, 60. You're looking at 240 blocks. This is more than enough then. Because I like to mark every 10 as well. I like to mark every 10th block. So that would be where in the test world our beacon was. And this is the edge. So inside, actually the edges are 60 by 60. I might make the inside 60 by 60, which would make the edges 62 by 62. Yeah, I think so. We're just on the edge of the sand here, which is fine. And like I said, I might make some waterways, like waste waterways and things like that. Not aqueducts, but basically waste waterways coming out from underneath it. Well, we'll see. I want to work with water more. I always neglect working with water, and water can be a really good decoration, actually. So let's just get doing this. If this is going to be 60 by 60, this is going to be a 30 block, and that's going to be 62. This is going to be a 31, and that's going to be a 31. So that's going to be a 30. So that's going to be a 10. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm probably going to speed this up because this is boring to watch. See when this is done. Right, so I've put the edges around, and suddenly this thing actually looks really big. Like, really big now. If you think that I'm going to have another layer, and then another layer, and another layer just going in one block at a time until you get to the top where you've just got 4 blocks in a square, this thing's going to be huge, and it's going to be I mean, you look at that, and then you look at that. It's going to be noticeable, and that's exactly what I want. I want it ridiculous. And I also want to fill in... There's like a dip in the bottom, and I want to fill that in. Oh, it's so satisfying, isn't it, to use an efficiency 4 shovel. I actually repaired my efficiency 5 shovel and realized efficiency 4 gives you insta-mine anyway. And you really don't need to, because it cost me like 3 or 4 diamonds to repair it. It cost you 1 diamond to make that. And that is basically what you want as your bog standard diamond shovel that's enchanted, is efficiency 4 and breaking 3. So I might just not waste the diamond next time, waste the diamonds next time, and just make a new shovel and re-enchant it. You get that most of the time anyway. So I think we just need to fill in this so we have a flat surface, because I don't know whether to fill in the bottom floor. What? No, I think I'm going to fill in the bottom... I might just fill in the bottom floor level with this, which means that we won't have a 60 by 60 inside, like, usable area. But we will have close to that, because obviously you're instantly going to start getting the lip on the inside of like one block here and then one block here. So really going to be usable area, 1 or 2 blocks in more than that, but we could probably fit some redstone behind it, so it's not going to go to waste. And that's just the inherent problem with pyramids. I don't know if the pyramid will stay the same as what I did in my test world. I sometimes play it a little bit by ear, like I plan enough, as you can see, but I play it a little bit by ear as well. This is a really, really big area, and I think I may also test out like where I need to place glowstone or redstone lamps to make this place lit up really nicely. Yeah, I may actually fill the floor in on this one, so it's still raised off the ground from here. So even if you were going to go in, which you wouldn't go in, but even if you were going to go in from the bottom, it is a raised surface still. But I worked out that it's going to take, I mean, this is what, I mean, if this is 60 by 60, it's going to take 3,600 blocks to fill in. That's 6 stacks of stone just to fill in the floor of sandstone. It won't be so many 6 stacks, because I will probably be using, I really am tempted to use redstone lamps, but they have a very dark texture about them. So I'm almost tempted to use glowstone as well. That's something I think I might experiment with on my actual test world first, and I may do that tomorrow because it's really, really late. Unfortunately, folks, that is all that we have time for today. After watching the last clip back, I realized I made a massive, massive math error. That this, filling in the floor to the pyramid is not going to take 6 stacks. It is going to take at least 60 stacks of sand, which also means that building up the pyramid will also take 60 stacks of sand. So I need to go away now. I need to farm just tons and tons of sand from another sand biome, not this one, because I don't want to absolutely tear down this one. But yeah, unfortunately, that does mean that I'm just going to end the episode here, because we're already getting on for time, and I've got a lot to do in between episodes. But I'm really, really looking forward to this this build, because it's super fun, it's super exciting. I can't wait to get this pyramid up and running. I can't wait to get the farms in it. I can't wait to do some more redstone, and yeah, super, super, super excited to do that. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, then please click that like button, and if you want to see more, then please do subscribe. Hopefully we'll be getting underway soon and getting into some seriously interesting stuff. I really can't wait to build that village. It's going to be really, really cool, and it's going to be a really big build. Again, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.